Hi everyone, it's Esther with Esther's VSG Trek. It is December 7th, 2017. I'm coming to you from my week 66 post-op VSG and 49 keto. I struggled with whether or not I was going to keep that number, but just because you take a break from something that is part of you doesn't mean that you're not part of it. So 3 weeks I went off keto. There's just water under the bridge. I'm going to say it's still week 49. With the intention of living a ketogenic lifestyle. And on November 27th, I went back to it and I've been on it, and wow, let's talk about that. So on Thanksgiving, November 23rd, I was an even 187. The next week, the 30th, I was an even 176. That was a 9-pound loss in those 7 days. Amazing. And then today I come to you at 171.6. That's another 4.4 loss, which I'm ecstatic. I am doing everything off diet because I'm just gently walking at times. I'm not exercising at this time. I am just honoring my band space, and I got sick again. I had an infection of my tonsils, and on Tuesday I went to see an ENT, and it's been determined I'm going to have a it's toxic. So I'm going to have a tonsillectomy on January 3rd, 2018 in under 4 weeks. I was so happy at first because this is like 36 years in the making. I was that kid that always had tonsillitis. Some people have ear infections. Some people have sinus infections. I had tonsillitis all the time growing up. And my mom tried to get them removed when I was little, I remember. But the notion in the early 80s was to keep them. And I'm not saying remove body parts at whim, even though I'm a VSG patient. But what happened is because of all of the infections, I developed tonsils that have very deep crevices. There's someone who's about to join. We're here, watch. And I am prone to sore throats. I've had strep several times since VSG. And I have tonsil stones. It's something that I've been maintaining for years. You basically have to remove them every so often. And for the longest time, they wouldn't affect me other than I needed to do it. Otherwise, you can develop pretty bad halitosis. So recently, though, in the act of removing them, my tonsils get very sore. And I think that was the round of my infection. Because though this little tyke is sick, it's with an ear infection that isn't contagious. And I got really sick, not this Sunday, the Sunday before last. I lost my voice. It's still kind of raspy, but I'm not dealing with the pain I was dealing with. But I had about 10 plus days of being under the weather with ear pain, and they share nerve endings. So if you're having tonsils here, you often have problems there, but I didn't have fluid or anything like that. So the ENT, he looked at my throat, and Dr. Lundy was like, you know, we could try to treat as it comes along, but seeing your age and whatnot, the bouts are going to get worse. And he said a word that I don't even want to remember. It started with a P, and it's an infection worse than tonsillitis. I glazed over. I'm like, worse than this? What? So, yeah, I said, yes, sign me up. So, yes, I'm elated I'm getting it done. However, I have like 2.5, 3 weeks of pain. I've had people reach out saying, oh, it's going to be awful. I know. I'm sure they haven't watched me long term. Most of you know that my older one, not Dan, had his adenoids and tonsils removed. And the doctor's like, you know, kids don't remember it. It's about the same for adults and kids. But adults, you know, we're bigger. We retain more. We can complain better. And we can feel more helpless. So it's going to be a walk in the park. Can you say no? Can you say no? No, it's not going to be a walk in the park. It's
gonna be playing on the park.
You do play at the park, but mommy's not going to be playing in this park in particular. But I'm ready for it. I know to stay ahead with hydration. They were telling me about the diet afterwards, and I'm like, yeah, clear liquid, yeah, full liquid, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And they were looking at me like, oh, what, you're a know-it-all? I'm like, no, but I'm a bariatric patient. It's not my first rodeo. So I'm ready for that. Yeah, I'm being really gentle about my workouts to see if maybe I can stay healthier longer with that reoccurring other issue that's so lovely to talk about. I talk about all the stuff you really want to hear, don't you? Yeah, no. But it's life, and it's transparent, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. So I have not had another bout with the issue in the derriere, and I'm wondering if the jogging aggravates it, because I feel pretty healthy right now, so I'm just going for walks when I can. It just turned cold in Florida. Our high today was 53, and we're heading to the 40s tonight. I'm really excited about that. I picked up some long sleeve shirts today at Walmart because I have like 2. I'm doing an IG postmas, and it's just sharing about my day. And there is the hashtag Slay 10 and 10. Weigh-ins or check-ins are officially on Saturdays. Just lose 10 pounds in 10 weeks. It's week 2 as of tomorrow. It was a great catalyst, I think, for me, and I think for a lot of other people too, to just like get your head in right. It came at the right time. So thanks to Rock and Sometimes Roll on Instagram for starting it. And there's so many other hashtags. I'm not officially like falling into fitness, other than I am doing the fitness of watching what I'm eating. I'm logging. I'm trying to do really well with my hydration, especially since I won't be able to use this very well. I am trying to see if I can effectively stay keto for my recuperation of the tonsillectomy, and if not keto, very low carb. Does it matter with the amount of calories I'll really be taking in? I think so, because like they push the ice cream, I can do Halo Top. They push the mashed potatoes. That's a slippery slope. That's one of those foods that I haven't really dabbled much post-op, other than when I was in the really soft food period, because mashed potato and any kind, well, except fries. I can control myself around fries, but like potato salad, mashed potatoes, stuff like that, oh boy, I have a little issue with. So I don't want to use my healing recuperative time as a time that I set myself up for cravings and whatnot. So I have time. I have a little over 3 weeks to figure out what I'm going to do, but I'm excited. And again, I know it's going to be horrible. I know, but there's Hyset, there's other medications. He actually prescribed Celebrex, which is an arthritis medication, because off-label it's done great things with managing pain, even better than the narcotics, but they still prescribe the narcotics just for the initial days. Yes, Papi, I know it turned off. So I'm going to leave it there. Week 66, 49. My eating is great. I was really munchy yesterday, though. Whatever. I did see a bump up today. Whatever. It's not one day that tells you how you're doing. It's the overall, and overall, my goodness. Even if I were to stay here a little bit, I would understand that, because how many pounds were that? That's 13.4 pounds in 2 weeks. Mostly water weight because of being keto and then introducing carbs and then stopping the carbs. I haven't had a real flu. I've been really on top of my sodium, magnesium, and potassium, although I ran out of my magnesium, potassium, but I am staying very on top of my sodium. So whatever I'm doing seems to be working. I have not had the keto flu, and I would think that sticking between 18 and 22 grams of carbs. I have gone over a couple days, but it's because I wanted extra vegetables, and I don't care about that. It's just been going well. So lots of eggs, lots of salad, lots of protein, lots of coffee in the morning, and it's going really well. So happy holidays, everybody, and woo, 2018. Can a girl get a long vacation that's not associated with a medical procedure? I mean, thank God for FMLA, but maybe later in 2018, I can take a real long vacay that doesn't involve any part of me being cut out. I don't know, but I'm thankful to have FMLA and everything else. And I'm thankful to have you guys too. So until the next time, have a great week. Are we in the car wash, Dan?
Yeah.
You like it? What's happening, puppy?